Welcome back, everybody, or welcome if you are new. Today we're in the super late models here at Williams Grove. Ran a pretty good time. The fastest I've ran is like a low zero, like in 0:11. But I've seen some guys get into like the mid to low nines. I have not been able to get that quick here yet. But I feel pretty good at this track. I always like Williams Grove in most cars because it makes for some good racing. And this track should wear out a good bit through the race, I hope. Because we don't have heat races or anything for these to mess up the track in. I'm hoping the track gets pretty worn out. Gotta be really careful getting on the throttle down the straightaways here, because it likes to turn to the right a lot down the straightaways. So you really want to try to keep the car straight. A little too high there in 3 and 4, but I might get a good exit because of it. Not really, not the exit I wanted at least. Ran an 057, about what we ran in practice, so I'm okay with that. But we're 4th currently, so that's not great. Hopefully we can try to improve this second lap. It's a much better 3 and 4. Might not have as much of a run off though. 140, yeah.
Nice lap.
Dang,
Kevin.
they got into the 8s? Holy shit. That is flying. I've not seen anybody get into the 8s yet. The mid-9s are still super fast to me. That is so fast. Holy crap. So, currently we're 4th. Still got a few people left to qualify. So, hopefully we can stay around here, not fall back too much. But I'll bring you guys back when we're getting ready to go green. Alright, qualifying's over. We finished in 4th still, so we'll be staying towards the front for this beginning of the race. There are cautions, so there probably will be some going into turn 1 is my guess. Because this place is dangerous going into turn 1 when everybody's together. So expect some people just hitting around in turn 1. That's my guess, because that happens a lot here. And I think everything is double file restarts until the last like 10 laps, I want to say, for restarts. So that will be interesting.
Very long time.
But there's a lot of fast people in here. I'm hoping the track gets pretty slicked up though. I like it when
Good
it
luck,
gets
everybody.
slick.
Hey, by the way, Jordan, I'm digging that flat paint, by the way.
Thanks, man. I'm getting another one made right now. I'm waiting on it to come in.
Still going with the flat black.
Yeah, this thing's so hard to.
Yeah, it's gonna be not.
These cars are so hard to handle even down the straightaways at this track, just because they're so long straightaways. It really pulls to the right, and you got to not hit this opening on the backstretch at Williams Grove. It will absolutely destroy you, and probably anybody behind you. So you really don't want to hit that. But a lot of times, like right before I go to get in the corner, my car pitches out to the right and taps the wall, and it'll mess up my entrance. So that sucks when that happens. But I'm hoping this track slicks up a little bit, because then it gets a lot more fun. But we got 30 laps here. I think there's like 12 of us, 13 of us, 14 of us, something like that in this race. So a good amount of people. Track should get pretty slicked up, I'm hoping. So we'll see how this race goes. And hopefully we can get a lot of green flag racing, because Williams Grove does have a lot of cautions sometimes, depending on who you're racing around.
That time.
But let's get to going. Nick's car is just like trying to get his car moving, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the hell he's doing, but there's a lot of fast people in here. Should be a good
Kevin,
race,
I
hopefully.
never lose yesterday, man.
I have no idea.
Gotta watch the
I ended
leader
up winning that
though.
race on the last lap. I came from last.
Being on the outside lane, kind of have a little bit of a disadvantage because the outside pole sitter, they usually have a pretty bad restart. He had a pretty good one. Oh jeez, he checked up a ton in the middle of that corner. Was not ready for that. I was trying not to run into him, and then the guy behind me got into me. This 2 car slid up a lot more than I was expecting, but I didn't want to run into him. He got that wall. Should go right by him. Yep. That inside wall in the turn 1 will kill you too. Like, it pushes you straight up the track. The tires in 3 and 4 will hurt you more, but the wall definitely sucks getting it. Now let's see if we could hunt down these top 3 again after what happened in turn 1. That got loose off the corner. They seem to have like a wider arc into 3 to have like more of an exit. You might need to do that. 1 and 2, you can stay real low, I feel like. As long as you don't hit the wall like 2 just did. He hit something. Or his car just tightened up really bad, I'm not sure. See, I smacked the wall going into 3. That happens to me so much at this track. Yeah, you do get a really big runoff coming off of 4 down the front stretch doing that.
On your inside, Kevin.
Track's starting to slick up a little bit on the bottom. I'm hoping it slicks up more though. Like it's really worn out. I'm kind of keeping pace with the guys in front of me, I feel like, for the most part. Not falling off too much. I think the leader's really fast at 6 car. He's flying. But that bump that I got in the turn 1, that first lap, lost me so much time. Ooh, wall? Nope, I missed it, okay. Thought I was gonna smack that inside wall. I really sent it in that corner on the low side. I keep smacking the wall into 3 because I'm trying to go outside the slickness going into the corner. And I keep just barely scraping the wall on my back right. Turn 1 starting to get slick going into the corner. You don't want to go too high through there. You'll lose a ton of time going in high. And staying there at least. There's so much grip coming on the bottom of these corners right now. But I'm starting to lose time to these guys in front of me. I need to try to keep my car straighter. That's probably the problem. I think I'm getting too sideways in the middle of these corners. You gotta be real careful on the throttle because you will be sideways for most of the straightaway if you get on it too early. But I'm surprised it's been this clean of a race because a lot of times Williams Grove will have a ton of caution, which is no fun. Got a lap car up here. I think he was saying he was on a controller, and he's pretty good at most tracks, but this track's tough on a controller apparently because of the tight corners. Never tried iRacing with a controller, but it'd be probably really tough because you don't. I feel like you wouldn't have as much control on the throttle or turning wise. Like the turning might not be as big of an issue, but the throttle might be the harder part to control, especially on like a tighter track like this. Got a 2-second lead behind me at least, so I don't have anybody right up my ass at least. I'm running decent, right where we qualified. And we are car number 1. Being 4th might lose us some iRating, to be honest. But that's okay. Like these people are real good. I can't be mad about it at all. I just got to get better. I don't run the super late models too often. I like to run them at tracks that I enjoy to run them at least. I don't want to run them at like Fairbury, Kokomo, stuff like that, really tiny tracks. I'd rather run these cars at a bigger track. Usually letting everybody by. I don't know if I'm slightly catching the 2 car or like keeping just pace with them. I can't tell if I'm getting closer or not. I'm not really looking down at my relative at all. I'm just like seeing how big his car is, and I feel like I'm slightly catching him, barely. If I can get into the top 3, that'd be great because these guys are very good. Top side's starting to come in for 3 and 4. It looks like it's starting to get a little slick. coming off of 4. And you can see how worn out it's getting down the front stretch. Front stretch gets so worn out, it's crazy. Even halfway, 3/4 of the way down the back stretch is getting worn out now too. So I'm trying to stick this outside now and get as much speed as I can down the straightaway before I hit the slick stuff. It gets kind of hard to handle. Your times fall off so much when the track starts wearing out. Because some tracks, you could run the outside and kind of keep time of what you were doing on the bottom. But this track, it's so flat, which I love. The time fall off is crazy. But if somebody can like make that bottom work when it starts getting really worn out, then it gets real interesting. That car is blinking really bad up there. 9 car. Kind of blinking a little bit. On the gas a little bit too much there. I was kind of just spinning the tires. I kind of like to go a little low down the front stretch now that the front stretch getting really worn out. It gets real hard to handle sometimes. Yeah, that worked a lot better on the corner. I like to get down a little bit and then try to come out for that, but that will happen a lot too when I do that. Smacking the wall, which completely like messes up my entrance to the corner and the slide through the corner a lot. This lap car might allow me to catch up a little bit if he runs in the lane that he wants to run. Yeah, I've slightly been catching the 2, but not enough, I don't think. Not enough yet, at least. The 2 car is having to run low. I'm probably gonna have to do the same thing to get by the 9. Hopefully I can get like a really good run off a corner and just clear him on a straightaway, but I highly doubt that's gonna happen. Backstretch is getting really worn out now.
Oh, why are you trying to race me? I'm the leader. Move. Forward, move.
Yeah, that's frustrating when that happens. Like, we haven't had any cautions either, which is super surprising. I love the green flag racing here. Makes this track, like, really hard to drive when you have a ton of green flag racing. The track gets so worn out. 2 cars starting to run lower now, which seems to be working out for them. Oh, geez, they're wrecking it. That's a lap car. Oh, and that's a caution. I didn't even think about that because I'm so used to.
Believe that right there.
I'm so used to some races where there's no cautions at all. I really was just like, I missed this. 3 car, where are you going?
I don't think I've ever went that many laps without a caution on this track.
Come on, 3 car. Come back up here. There he comes. He was typing. That's what it was.
You tried catching me for a while. I think I found something, but I don't know if I can hold it.
But we're going to have single file restarts this close to the end. So this is going to be real interesting. Really interesting here at the end. 2 cars started running that lower line in 3 or 1 and 2 at least, and it was quick. it made 3 car pass all of us just so he went back to the back because he's a lap down.
Made you pass me and I had to pass you back.
Yep, because he was a lap down and then had to go to the back with 2 to go. That was weird. But single file restarts this close to the finish.
Pacing shit on here is sometimes so fucking broken.
It really is. The pacing is sometimes broken. When cautions happen, certain things are super broken.
You talk 2 guys are walking away from me. I ain't got nothing for you.
Yeah, I don't think I do either.
I'm sitting back here watching.
And I'm sitting back here just watching him because I don't even know where the leaders were at. They were so far ahead, I wasn't even watching them. But hopefully we can get a good restart here. Hopefully not get turned into turn 1.
How to put your own setups on a fixed setup race.
Wait, is really is 6th place back a lap down? No, I think 7th place back is a lap down because that's the 4 car. Wow, okay. 7th place back is a lap down. Interesting. So that's really the worst we're gonna finish unless like we really DNF out. 6th place is the worst would finish then, because I don't think we would go a lap down, because there'd be a caution. Alright, let's try to get a good restart here. Can't really see the leaders though.
Boss man, time to go to work. Alright, boss man, time to go to work.
Had a good restart from the guys behind us, which is nice. 2nd place is kind of all over the place. Oh, don't want to get into him. So I think he was trying to stay off the 2nd place. I was trying to stay off of him. Like, that was good not getting into each other there. Leader's running that middle lane. My car is not turning. That's going to give 5th place a shot at me, which is not what I want. Don't smack that wall. Real careful on the throttle. Yeah, they're running like that mid lane now. They're not going all the way out to the wall, which is very surprising because there's grip out there, but this is faster. It's very odd. 2 cars trying to get in the 2nd. Good racing up here. Pulling away from 5th now. Trying to stay on the inside of this slick so I can get on the throttle coming off. Ooh, he's in the wall a little bit. That gives the 2 car 2nd place. Yeah, you can make that bottom work enough. Like it didn't get slicked off enough through 1 and 2. Let's not hit a tire or the wall, please. Oh shit, I'm gonna steal 3rd. Nice.
Yeah, if you know how to run that bottom, you'll be dead.
Oh yeah, that bottom was fast there at the end, man. Wow. I can't believe I got 3rd out of that.
Figuring it out. Just ran out of laps.
Ran hard today.
Good
job,
win.
Guys. Good job in the pit.
Yeah, good race, good win. That was clean for a long time. That was fun. We just smacked the hell out of the wall.
Guys, thanks for racing with me.
That was a lot of fun. You never get that many green flag laps here at Williams Grove. That was crazy. I'm surprised I got 3rd though. I had a really good 3 and 4. Like, wow. I want to go back and watch his last couple laps because I'm surprised that I got all the way up there. Yeah, the 8 car kind of just lost it all there towards the end. Because I was so far back from them. Because this is lap 29 going into 30. 8 car smacked the wall a little bit. Yeah, he hit the wall right there on the front stretch. He got really hot into 1 and 2 and kind of slid up a lot. What happened to him though? Like, why? How the hell did I get by him? Look how far. Oh, he smacked the wall going into the corner and it went all the way up the track and didn't turn for him. I had a good 3 and 4 though. Got 3rd. Hell yeah, I'll take that. That was some damn good racing. I want to go back and see what happened with the actual caution. I think the 4 car might have been the caution. I'm not sure. I think the 3 got into the 4, but I know the leader was saying, "Why are you racing us?" Because he got caught and just was racing the hell out of him, apparently. 3 cars running out there as well. But yeah, once this track really slicked out, the bottom came back in, like, for speed-wise. You just really had to be careful on the throttle. Yeah, he's getting loose, getting right up in front of the leader. Leader had a really bad entrance because of that. Got right into the 4. 8 car is catching him at that point. Ooh, 8 car really caught him there because he had to get on the off the gas. Yeah, that's frustrating if you're the leader for sure. That's very frustrating. And then he kind of just like lets the 8 car by too, which lost so much time for the leader. And I think this next corner, the 3 got into him. He's already missing the front end. I don't know what happened to him earlier in the race. Yeah, he just ran over the 4 car. That's unfortunate for him. But he got stuck that lap down. I want to go back to the very first corner, because that was terrifying. Oh, maybe this is why the 3 didn't have a bumper. Yeah, I didn't want to get into the 2, so I kind of got hit, and that lost me a ton of time there. Because the 2 car got in low, and then kind of slid up and lost a ton of time, had to hit the brakes. I had a really good entrance, and I had to let off a little bit. Like, I don't think I ever hit the brakes. Oh, I tapped the brakes a little bit, okay. but I tapped the brakes a little bit so I don't run into the back of him. The 3 car didn't slow up in time because he's right up on me. But what happened to him? Why did you not have a bumper, like front bumper? What the hell happened to you? Hits that wall there. Hits the wall there again. Already has a crinkle in the back right. Oh yeah, the 5 car did get in front of me. I forgot about that completely. I completely forgot about the 5 getting in front of us. But yeah, he smacked the wall there. That's why I forgot about it, because it wasn't really, I didn't have the battle middle. He smacked the wall. But why did the 3 car not have a front bumper? Did he get into somebody else or get into an inside wall? Very confused. But other than that, it was just good, clean racing overall, it looks like. Oh, he hit the outside wall. He hit the outside wall in the backstretch and lost his front bumper. Yep, clipped it. I don't know why he loses his whole front bumper from that, but like he clips the wall there and it turns him in towards the wall. I'm surprised they didn't shoot him all the way back down. That sucks. But yeah, it was good, clean racing, good hard racing there for like the whole race until the end. And then we had a fun race here at the end. That restart was scary, trying to get into turn 1. 8 car goes in. I was trying not to get into the 2. You were all just running side by side almost into that corner, and we didn't hit each other. So very happy with how that went, and I'm surprised as hell that I was able to catch up to the 8 here on this last lap. That was a great last lap, so very happy we got 3rd out of that, because that might be the difference between us losing or gaining some iRating for 13 guys here. Well, there was only really 12. Actually, the 12 left 5 laps in, so we really only had 11 for most of the race. But yeah, that was a good race. Finished 3rd. Should gain a little bit of iRating out of this, so let's go see what we end up getting. Alright, result to end. Strength of field was just under 1,700. Yeah, it was the only split, so I kind of figured that. But there was a lot of good guys up front. The top 4 of us were just flying for most of that race. He ran a 20 flat. That's kind of funny. You never really see that. But he ran that real early. We all really ran our fastest laps early. Besides the 9, he started figuring it out later. But that was a clean race overall. I wish we wouldn't have had that last caution, but really that gave me a spot, so I can't even be mad about it. I gained 2 iRating, so yeah, that one spot went from me losing iRating to gaining iRating barely. So really, we just went stagnant in the race, which is fine. I'd rather gain 2 than lose any or nothing at all, so happy about that. That was a good race overall. Very clean up front when none of us really got into each other, which was a lot of fun. You never really have that clean of racing at Williams Grove, and that's a really fun track to run for me. Just because it makes you use the throttle a lot more and you have to be more careful on it. But we were able to make the bottom work there right at the end, which was a lot of fun. And the 6 car was just flying for that whole race. Once he got by the 8 car, never really got challenged that hard again until that lap car slowed him up a bunch. But he never really got side by side with the 8 again. And then that last restart really screwed the 8 out of the 2 spots, because he should have finished 2nd if there wasn't a caution. But it is what it is. Finished 3rd. I'll take it and run with it. There was really 11 cars in the whole race for the most part, but had a good race overall. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the race. Maybe you guys learned a little bit, and practice using that bottom when it gets really worn out like that. Don't go all the way out to the wall in 3 and 4, because I really thought going out to the wall in 3 and 4 would be faster, but if you could really just roll that inside line and get on the gas late coming off the corner just to keep your car straight, and that's really fast. You'll be really fast in the late series of the race, unless it comes in worn out to start with. Then you'll just be fast if you could run down there. So appreciate you guys for watching. As always, like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see some more racing, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.